This is working very well, by the way. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Capsicum. Some people refer to this as hot red pepper. Some people refer to it as cayenne. Makes no difference. Capsicum is better because in the cayenne family, there are dozens upon dozens of types. Some are medicinal, some aren't. Some are mild, some are fiery hot. So it's Capsicum annum that is the most medicinal, and that is the one I want to talk about now. It helps to stop bleeding. My main teacher died 25 years ago, was Dr. John Christopher. He's the only doctor allowed to practice herbal medicine in the United States Armed Forces. And he used this to deal with people who had gunshot wounds, saber wounds, and what have you. He said that it can stop any type of bleeding, internal or external, within a few minutes. Several have used it for cuts, breaks, right in this room. I'm going to give one example of my son, Joel. Joel is a big 6-footer. A little bit out back here, there's a big pond. It used to be a reservoir. And a nice swing that goes up and over it. And you take the swing, you swing out, and you drop down in. Very deep. Joel made it to the bottom. When he came up, he had sliced his foot open, and it was squirting. With him was Emmett. Emmett is a medical student, 3rd year. He knew immediately the danger. He put a tourniquet on his leg, and we got him in the Jeep, and they came home. I was doing a meeting just like the one you see here. They come in, I didn't quite know it. They walked in the other room, and then Emmett comes over, and he's trying to get my attention, and I'm trying to say, I'm in a meeting, leave me alone. I didn't say it quite that way, but I wasn't ready to be distracted. Finally, I went out, and there's Joel, white as a ghost, his tourniquet coming on and off. He knew exactly what to do. He had taken the golden seal, which is another one, to stop bleeding and also stop infection. He had covered it, and it didn't work. So I saw it, I saw what he had done, and then, like a big daddy, I said, let me call the ambulance. He just looked at me, kind of funny, because I've dealt with several things with him, and he said, Dad, he says, you can always fix anything. I said, there are times when we need the doctor. And then I thought for a moment, I had just finished talking about capsicum that we're on right now. And so I said, well, Dr. Christopher said that if you could take a tablespoon of that hot stuff, put it in a glass of water and drink it, that it can stop any type of bleeding, internal or external. So he grabbed the capsicum, because I have it for working on the table. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons into this glass, stirs it up, down the hatch. He turned bright red instantly. That stuff is hot. Within a minute, his bleeding stopped. He did not go to the doctors. He did not have a scar. We put the capsicum over the deal, and we wrapped it. That was the end of it. Nature Sunshine, this company I deal with a lot. That's how the company started. Gene Hughes had bleeding ulcers. He was a school teacher. He had an herbalist friend say, take capsicum. He could only do it, at that point there were no such things as capsules, only take it by the spoonful. That started Nature Sunshine, but it cured his bleeding ulcer. It's what we're talking about here. I could give you several others. It's very, very high in vitamin C. It's also an excellent source of vitamin A, which is why people say it's good for the liver, because that's a vitamin needed in the liver. That's coincidental right now. So improves circulation, it stops bleeding, it can help all of your herbs, vitamins, and minerals get to where it needs to go in the body.